Here we are, day 54, Math with Grandma. A little more of our M&M Book of the Millennium. So that's how it all happened. It's how we got the Gregorian calendar. And we've reached a millennium. So what's the big deal? Why are so people excited about the new millennium? It may have to do with our number system, which goes back to India over 1,000 years ago. People thought they were first to use a number system of 9 digits plus 0. Now 10 and its multiples seem important to us. A 10th, 20th, or 30th birthday is a milestone event. So it's watching your car's odometer roll over to 50,000 or 100,000 miles. These things happen only once. So it is with the millennium. 10 centuries, 100 decades, 10 times 10 times 10 years. Indian numbers were what we call Arabic numbers. We still use them today because they're easier to work with than Roman numerals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. But the millennium could easily have happened at a different time. If our years were lunar years of 354 days, our calendar could have reached the year 2063. If our calendar had started a different year, we'd have gotten to the millennium at a different time. Need more confusion? In the Gregorian calendar, we date time from AD 1. Going backwards, we measure time from 1 BC. There is no 0 year. So AD 1 through AD 1000 was the first millennium. By this counting, the third millennium will begin January 1st, 2001, and not the year 2000. Does it matter? Well, most people have settled on the time when the 9s turn into 0s, when 1999 turns to 2000. I get it. Calendars and inventions, and people keep changing. Right. And different places have different calendars. Coyotes All Around by Stuart J. Murphy, illustrated by Steve Bjorkman. About rounding. So rounding is a part of estimation. Gives us a good guess. Factoid: deserts get fewer than 10 inches of rain a year. Or any kind of precipitation. Snow, ice, coyotes all around. There's a bunch of coyotes. 1, 2, 3. That's a roadrunner. He's got a lizard. Roadrunners are really fast. One afternoon, a pack of coyotes gathered on the porch of their desert ranch. "Look at all those roadrunners," said Clumsy Coyote. Said Clever Coyote. "Isn't it just about lunchtime?" "There must be hundreds of them," said Cool Coyote. "Hundreds," said Clever Coyote. "That's ridiculous. There can't be that many. Why don't you guys count and see how many they really are?" Factoids: coyote can be pronounced coyote or coyote. All right, let's see if we can find the coyotes. There's are the roadrunners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I see 8. That's far fewer than 100. Clumsy Coyote said, "I'll take this side." Careful Coyote took the smallest coyote, little one, and said, "Let's try over here." "I've got the best side," bragged Cool Coyote. Everyone started counting. Everyone except Clever Coyote. Factoid: roadrunners can fly, but they usually run. They can go as fast as 15 miles an hour. I counted exactly 21. I got 12. I got 17. Well, I only got 8. Clever Coyote started to get hungry. While everybody was busy counting, she slunk, she crept, she jumped, she missed! Factoid: coyotes will eat almost anything from rabbits and mice to insect, berries, fruit, and even garbage. So if they eat both plants and meat, they're omnivores. Carnivores eat only meat. Herbivores eat only plants. And if you eat both, like human beings, you're an omnivore. We have both the pointy teeth for cutting meat, and big flat teeth in the back for chewing plants. Ooh, said Clever Coyote. The ground was hard, so how many birds were there? I need a piece of paper to add everything up, said Careful. Ha, said Clever Coyote. I bet I can do it in my head and come really close. So if we're talking about numbers and coming really close, that goes back to estimating. It's a good, careful guess. No way, said Little One. Factoids can be found all over North America, and sometimes even in Grandma's backyard. Coyotes are after our chickens. 21 is very close to 20. 12 is close to 10. 17 is closer to 20 than to 10, and 8 is almost 10. Adding tens is easy, because then it starts like adding ones. 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5, plus 2 is 6. So if I say 6, that's pretty easy. But counting by tens is no harder. 20 plus 10 is 30, plus 20 is 50, plus 10 is 60. It's about 60. Around 60 roadrunners, said Clever Coyote. Careful took out a pencil and added up. Well, it's exactly 58. She was just a little over. Well, they don't call me clever for nothing. So in this case, is it important to know exactly? Might be fun, but about is close enough. There are about 60 chickens, or roadrunners. 58 is very close to 60. It's a good enough guess. I bet there are a lot of lizards out there, said Clumsy. When there are roadrunners, there are lizards. Hey, you're right, said Cool Coyote. Looks like there are thousands of them. There can't be that many, said Clever Coyote. Why don't you count them and see? I see a few around there. Factoid. Zebra-tailed lizards wave their striped tails to distract their enemies. I counted 11. I beat you again exactly 13. I'm way ahead with 27. I only counted 2. Clever Coyote was very hungry. While everyone was busy counting, she prowled, she stalked, she pounced. She missed. Most adult coyotes are about 4 feet long from tip to tail and 2 feet tall. So they're about the size of a dog, a small dog. Not big like the new puppies at Holly's house. Ouch, said Clever Coyote. That rock was really pointy. So how many lizards were there? I'll get my paper, said Careful. Oh, don't bother, said Clever. I'll do it in my head again. So 11 is just a little over 10. And 13 is closer to 10 than 20. And 27 is closer to 30 than 20. And 2 is a lot closer to 0 than 10. 10 plus 10 plus 30 plus 0. 10 plus 10 is 20. 20 plus 30 is 50. Plus 0 is still 50. About 50. Careful said, I got exactly 53. Careful wrote the numbers down and added them up. Exactly 53. She was just a little under. That's why they call me clever, said Clever Coyote. Ooh, what are they going to count now? There must be a lot of grasshoppers, said Clumsy. There are lizards, there are always grasshoppers. Looks, you're right. I bet there's 1,000,000. Oh, stop exaggerating, said Clever Coyote. Go ahead. Count them up. What's Clever going to try to do with the grasshoppers, do you think? "24 over here," An accurate count of 18. I bet I've got more than anybody. 25. You're right, but at least I'm up to 12. Clever Coyote was starving. While everyone was busy counting, she lurked. She hid. She leaped. She missed. Factoid. Grasshoppers can jump distances up to 200 times the length of their body. Yow, said Clever Coyote. That was a really prickly cactus. So how many grasshoppers were there? Where's my paper? Said Careful. Never mind, said Clever. I bet I can come really close again. But if I do, you guys have to gather some beetles for lunch. They're my favorite. You're on, said Clumsy. You'll never do it 3 times in a row. Factoid. A saguaro cactus can grow as tall as 50 feet and live as many as 200 years. "24 is closer to 20 than 30. 18 is almost 20. 25 is halfway. I'll go up to 30. 12 is closer to 10 than 20. Now I'll add up my tens. 20 plus 20 is 40. 40 plus 30 is 70. Plus 10 is 80. Careful wrote the numbers down and added them up. By gosh, she did it. The exact number is 79. She was really close this time. Clever Coyote does it again, said Clever. Now hurry up with those beetles. And she smacked her lips. Clumsy jumped, Careful pounced, Cool leaped, and Little One followed. They landed right on top of Clever Coyote. I guess it's about time I give up on lunch, groaned Not So Clever Coyote from the bottom of the pile. I don't see any beetles, not even one. I can't see any. Wait, there's one on Clever's head! Coyotes all around.